Traveling with a period, take 1. So I am a Clue ambassador, like I said before, and I would start talking a little bit more about just women's health topics and issues. The topic I wanted to come with y'all today with is how I personally travel when I am on my period and I know that my period is coming. I recently went to Colorado on vacation, and the main way I realized that was, of course, I looked at my Clue app, and with its predictive algorithm, it let me know that my period would fall about 2 or 3 days into the vacation. Now, for me personally, I'm not on any kind of birth control. I'm not on any kind of hormonal birth control or IUD or anything like that. So while Clue is usually actually pretty accurate, almost to the day, sometimes it can be a little off because your period can fluctuate based on your stress level, how you've been eating, how much you've been drinking, what kind of food you've been eating, and so on and so forth. So for me, the best way I found to be prepared and not embarrassed while traveling was to use period panties. I'm just gonna tell y'all a little bit about the 2 different brands that I use. The first brand that I really enjoy, that I first started using actually a few months ago, is Thinx. I have 2 styles of Thinx underwear. They're hip hugger and they're sport. Of the 2, the sport is my favorite because I really like the fit of the sport a little bit better. The hip hugger kind of creeps into granny panty status for me, but I still like it. I still think the hip hugger actually holds the most menses according to their website. You know, I feel that much more secure in my protection. I also wear my Thinx underwear with my menstrual cup. I use my Thinx as a backup to my menstrual cup. Towards my lighter days, towards the end of my cycle, I will just wear the Thinx and nothing else. But for the most part, for me and my comfort level, I just really like having the menstrual cup and Thinx together, especially for the first 2 to 3 days of my cycle, which are the heaviest. For the days leading up to my cycle, when I'm not quite sure when it's gonna come, and I also don't want to waste my Thinx, the thing about Thinx is they are a little bit pricey. I only have 2 pairs of Thinx, so I really like to save them for when my menses actually begins. So leading up to that, I use a different brand of period panty, and I found these just on Amazon Prime. You know, I searched, typed in the search bar period underwear, and these popped up, and they had decent reviews, and the price was right. So I just went ahead and bought them and gave them a try. And I will say, leading up to my cycle, these were actually great because I bought 2 packs, so I ended up having 6 pair, which was awesome. And they're very sheer with a mesh sort of lining around them, and then the undercoating of where, it's kind of protecting if you have stuff. And I will say that they actually do hold up really well as far as when I finally did feel my period begin, I was wearing them. And I felt confident and comfortable enough to be okay until I was able to get back to my hotel room and put on my menstrual cup, which was actually a good 2 or 3 hours later. Honestly, it was like a flawless trip. It was great. There was never really a time where I felt really, where I was really concerned that maybe there was leakage or anything like that, because even if there was, I was wearing the underwear. The bag that the underwear came in, I ended up using that bag to hold my underwear while I was traveling. And the bag that they came in was resealable, which was great. There's no leakage and things like that, so you can kind of keep them in there and not have to worry about odors getting in with the rest of your clothes or any just things getting on the rest of your clothes in general. If you're just kind of concerned about travel, I would highly recommend looking into, period panties. There's a plethora of brands out there. I'm not endorsing any one brand because there's so many. But like I said, I have Thinx and then this other third-party brand. And, I'm happy with my purchase. So yeah, that's me. That's how I travel with my cycle. I use my Clue app, and then I also use period panties in conjunction with my menstrual cup. How do you travel with your cycle? Let me know in the comments below, because you might have some great tips and tricks for other people with periods that might be watching this video. Like I said before, I am a Clue ambassador, and so every now and then I will be trying to bring new content discussing different women's health topics. In the comments below, also let me know if you have any other topics that you would like me to cover. I'll see you when I see you.